Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. Welcome to your reading for February 27th through March 5th. Happy birthday to you if it is your birthday this week. So we just had that incredible new moon that came through in your sign. So it was quite a portal. If you did not catch your new moon video, you might really want to do that. There's some great energy there. But we are coming up next week on a full moon in Virgo. Lots of shifts and changes happening, but this week it's kind of like this opportunity to really get some stuff done. It's a very productive energy that we have. There's also some really sweet energy available to us if we want to tap it. Like you have overall energy of the world, completing something, wrapping something up. I guess so. We have 2 tens and the world. I almost want to say you wrapped something up, or you had the opportunity to wrap something up. Like the energy to wrap something up is available to you, but you seem to be hesitating. Why are you hesitating? Okay. Well, let's see what we have here. So, here's the World card for your overall energy. The key to the situation is this 7 of Wands. This is standing your ground. You know, and if you get poked, I think you'll make a big stink about it. So people should be cautious around you right now. I feel like you are feeling it. You're like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to wait until no one's going to move me before I'm ready. Really? Okay. Well, you have options available to you. Here we go. This is the 7 of Cups, lots of different opportunities coming in. You know, all these dragonflies is about a spiritual transformation, and they're coming in to check out all the cups. And honestly, you know, sometimes like there's stuff in the cups that are not so great. I'm not really picking that up here. I'm not sure that there's really bad options, and that might be the problem, is that there's so many good options that, you know, you're trusting on your intuition and information coming in from spirit to help you make a choice. I'm not saying that's wrong. You've been on your mind here, this 10 of Pentacles. This, how do I create more abundance in my life? How can I have it all? The emotional abundance, the financial abundance, you know, the job satisfaction, like everything I want. How can I get it all? And in the heart space here, though, there seems to be a little bit of, it looks like the biggest problem might actually be around the how do I feel emotionally satisfied? And that could be on the job, of course, especially because we have the 7 of Cups here. It feels like there's an emotional component to it, whether it's the job that you're trying to do, or you're doing great at work, but you really like to have a relationship, or there's something around that, right? And so, boy, you're really, everybody's coming at you. You have the 5, 6, and 7 of Wands, though. So here's the obstacle, the 5 of Wands. Everybody coming at you. You're feeling like you got your back against it. The key is to say, you know what? I know what I want. Get back off, or I'm going to make a big stink. And then from this comes this reward of the 6 of Wands here in the area of resources. So you do feel like you know what you want, and people need to back off. Maybe this is the week where you make the choice or the decision to start moving in the direction you want to go. You're going to need more information. In the heart space, we've got the Roadrunner, Page of Swords. So the information almost feels like it's going to come through the heart space, right? So intuitively, seeking information, maybe through, well, definitely listening to your higher self, but it feels, perhaps you could get it out of meditation, but it feels more like this. It feels more like say you're riding the bus and somebody says something and you're like, oh, I needed to hear that. Or there's a song on the radio, or I almost feel like you hear what you need to hear, and that's when you go, oh, that's what I needed to know. Like it starts this process, this train through your head that gets you to the answer that you want. So I really want to encourage you to leave your ears open to what you're hearing and receiving this week around you. Notice, you know, what you read, what you hear, some kind of information that's coming in that's going to be really valuable to you and helping you to decide. So the action to take is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands moves, right? And so I do feel like you're supposed to move, but concerns me a great deal is the outgoing card is the Eight of Swords. It's like you're supposed to be moving, but I don't know. Do you bury your head in the sand because you think you can't do it? Let's see if we can help you with this. Okay, so the moon is in Gemini, Monday and Tuesday. Really great energy for productivity, great for communication. This is a really great get work done kind of energy. We're working today with Archangel Gabriel, and he says motivation and speeches and speaking. Pray for guidance on how to increase your enthusiasm for and focus on this project. So yeah, there's something that you really need to focus. Maybe this is about scattered energies. And so you know what you're going to do, but your energies have been scattered and you really haven't been getting it done. Now I have a Pisces moon and I can tell you that this is all of a sudden resonating like crazy. I have this stuff I'm supposed to do, but all week, because that new moon really affected me, I was like, oh gosh, getting out of bed's hard, right? And so I think it's about getting into gear. It can be first gear. It doesn't have to be, fourth, but definitely, starting to move here. So pray for the guidance on how to increase your enthusiasm for and focus on a project, right? There's a need to really focus in on it. And then you have the speeches and speaking. You have important messages to deliver, and they can help others. Page of Swords. If you're a parent, for instance, or a teacher, and there's something that that would benefit others, or even if you're a boss or a coworker or a friend comes to you and you get it, you're like, I really should say something. I think maybe you really should say something. You have important messages to deliver that can help others. And so try to avoid being stuck when you're not stuck. Eight of Swords says you are not stuck. There's nothing stopping you but fear, doubt, maybe thinking that you don't have enough information. And if you need more information, go get it. That's movement, right? That's movement. And sometimes when you journal, that's you speaking to yourself. And I'm not sure, but that might also be some of it. So if you're like stuck on a problem and you're trying to work your way through it and you need more information, sit down and start writing a list of all your different ideas and then why this one would work or why this one wouldn't work, and start working your way through it. And that opens up this space for your higher self to have a conversation with you, even though you're working on a list and it's very, I don't know how to explain it. So it's kind of like an assignment for school, right? Where they're like, well, what are the different options? What are or your boss says to you, give me the pros and cons of these different ideas. Do that for yourself and see if you can't, through the process of doing that, understand what it is that you need to know. So we have this card, In the Light of the Moon. That full moon that's coming up next week is important. And so what you can set up and get yourself ready for now is very beneficial. And that moon gets into Cancer, which is a fellow water sign for you at 9:40 p.m. on Tuesday night. Wednesday has some very emotionally difficult energy. So you'll want to kind of keep it low key and not rise to the bait, not let other people drag you in. But on Thursday, great date night energy. Mercury moves into your sign. Right before it does that, it conjuncts with Saturn at the last degree of Aquarius, and they have a conversation, and they are not going to meet up again in conjunction in Aquarius again for another 29 to 30 years. And so this is a very important conversation happening at the very mature degree of 29 degrees. And so this is about structure and building things and what are the goals and what are the plans. And so really that information you need is probably coming through your heart space. Allow yourself to be inspired this week. Allow yourself to get the information that you need that helps to motivate you. Then we have also Venus conjuncting with Jupiter. Jupiter and these are the two benefics. We're there in the let's get moving, let's get it done sign of Aries, this Knight of Wands energy. And so there's this great, like, going on a date energy, but there's also an opportunity for you to be very inspired. And you have this in the light of the moon. And I really want to say that this is that full moon that's coming up that opposes your sign. And so it illuminates because you have the sun in your sign and the moon shining in from the other sign. And it should really help to illuminate something you need to know. A full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. And I really almost said soul's calling, and that's not what the card says, but that's what I heard. And so I feel like there's something really important in the Seven of Cups starts to become more defined. You know, you're like, no, not that cup, not that cup. And I think that you have a chance to really complete the cycle of doubt or yeah, this is what it feels like. It's like you're getting ready to start a new cycle. And you did, right? It was a portal. That new moon in Virgo was a portal. New moon for Virgo. New moon in Pisces that we just had was a portal that's opening up, especially with Saturn coming in next week on that full moon. To create structure around your dreams, your plans, and your goals. And so it becomes really important to identify what they are. And if you don't do anything else this week, if you spend time identifying what those are, that puts you in position to really get something going next week. And so that ask Archangel Gabriel to bring you the inspiration and the motivation to know what it is that you're going to do and how to take those first couple of steps, right? I just need the first couple of steps to get going on something. Look at all this advice that's coming out. Oh my God. All right. So moon moves into Leo on Friday at 10:16 a.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. Again, make sure that you know what time that is for you. There is a calculator in the description box below. Look at this. Moon in Leo, and we have the lion showing up. It says waking the lion. Okay, so I want to caution you, though. Friday has some really, you don't want to get into it with your boss energy. And if you're the boss, you could lose your temper, which would be really, Pisces is usually pretty placid at work. So I feel like it's more like somebody coming down hard on you. Okay. With that, we have the smoke and the mirrors and the willing release. The waking the lion says, know your value, know your worth, and get ready to stake your claim on the world, right? I cannot, the Eight of Swords there is so disturbing. All right, so smoke and mirrors. Let's take a look at what they're trying to tell us with smoke and mirrors, and then we'll look at the willing release. Smoke and mirrors. Seeing through the lens of the past conditioning, the inability to recognize the truth of what is being offered. Healing from misguided perceptions and moving beyond the illusion of separation. Being accountable for your biases and the way that you view the world. That's an Eight of Swords. Today, trust the inner voice that reminds you that you truly find what you seek and more. Even if outer condition appears to challenge that, it's all smoke and mirrors. Things are not exactly as they seem. And look, I'm willing to release, and it's dandelions, right? It's like you wish on a dandelion, right? You blow the puff out on that. Between worlds, learning to be okay. Wait, what? Oh, that says 49. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make sense. All right, here we go. Yielding to the divine plan, releasing attachment to form, especially if something isn't what you expected or wanted, leaving room for serendipity. And so they're asking you to trust. And so again, it's like, I almost feel like it's this. You say, Spirit, this is what I really want to do. This is what I want to create. I need you to know the first couple of steps. And you get out of the way and you let Spirit bring you what you need. and then show you the next step and bring you what you need and show you the next step in order to start moving. And I think that sometimes it gets really hard because we would like more of a plan. We'd like to see it in more detail. And I think that Saturn moving into your sign does help you to create the structure around your dream. I think Spirit's waiting for you to tell them what the dream is. Like, what is it that you really want to manifest and create? Boldness, the courage to move forward without knowing the way. Facing that which is difficult or painful, the audacity to step into the unknown. That's what you're being asked to do. Have the audacity to set yourself free and step into the unknown. You don't have to know where you're going exactly. You just have to have the courage to take that first step this week. All right? You guys take care. I'm on Facebook every day. I'd love to see you over there. Give me the thumbs up if you're still watching. I truly appreciate that. You guys have a great week. And hopefully these will be out on time. We're having a nice storm, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, full moon videos will be out this week, so be looking for that. All right? Take care.